Good evening, sir. I'm King Alfonze Mangundayao along with my partner,
Jake Matundan.
and we are here to present to you our mini object-oriented programming program, which is what we call body fitness journey. And Mr. Matundan will explain what is the concept of our program is all about.
So before we start with what's the concept of our program, let's talk about how we get the concept of this program, of our program. So we get this concept from talking uh, about King going to gym and me coaching him. So we decided to just make a program, uh, tracking program or some sort of like that. So here in Body Fitness Journey program, we will get the all of the information of King or someone, uh, all of their information, body weight, height, weight, age, yes, all of it. So what's the next, King?
Now we will proceed into showing you what will our program will look like once it started running and what will the output will look like. And also we will gonna tackle about what would it look like to be once our program or our user that is using our program entered an invalid input in our prompt, and what will it turn out to. And Mr. Matundan will first show the program without errors.
Wait. So let's just go with Jake, male, let's see, 20, uh, 50, 173, like that. 128, for example, and let's just say upper lower program. And say unhealthy. I started unhealthy. So it will show the status on my day one status. So after that, it will ask the updated weight after 6 months. Let's say I lost 20 pounds and I mean 10 pounds and I got to 20, 22. Let's say, and I changed to push pull program. And let's say I became healthy. My diet became healthy. So it will show the 6 months progress where the weight, body fat, program type, diet type have been all override. So I just made let's see, at 155 I gain weight again while losing body fat. And let's say I go full body. I change to full body again. I change again and I have a healthy diet. So as you can see here, my age became 21 because 1 year has passed, and the weight got override again, body fat, program type, diet type. Yeah, and of course, a message. Goodbye. That was a great journey. See you again next time, next year. So, King show the will now show if what if we input a wrong input. Yes.
Now, we will show the version where the user will input a wrong input. For example, name. If I were to put numbers, it will show an error, invalid name. Please enter letters only and not blank. Now, if you try to input a blank, it is also printing errors. So, entering my name, King, with my sex, let's say I inputted a number again, or any other gender besides male or female. Yeah. So yeah, I only need to put female or male. In my case, I am a male. And for age, uh, let's say negative 30 or 13 years old. Enter. Uh, our validation here is that we think that for a proper human to be able to lift weights without any casualties is that 15 years old or above is advised for lifting weights, and below is advice for maybe supervision of others or with the consent of adults. So I'm currently 19 years old, and if I were to put in either weight or height, let's say zero or negative number, it will also result into an error because I need to properly input a valid number. And my height, my weight is I'm 130 pounds, 135 pounds. And my height is 180 centimeters. Based on my body structure, I think that I have a body fat around 19%. And I will select the program. Oh, for the program, our validation here is that we only need to specifically pick between those three options like push, pull, upper, lower, or full body. Yeah, if I were to type another text, it will result into an error or like number. Also an error. Full body. It also applies for diet. Like if I were to put integers, it will also show an error. Now, unhealthy, unhealthy. Now it will show the my day one status, 19 years old, 135 pounds. As you can see, with with the many error cases that we showed, uh, it shows that we have enforced a validation for the user to be able to input only valid elements or values, in which if they were to input wrong or invalid values, they will be prompted again to put a new but valid and accepted values like here. And for the 6 months, after 6 months, let's say my body fat is 21%, and now I have push pull program, and I have become healthy. It will show the updated progress of mine. And after 1 year, let's say I wait I wait 150. Ay, sige 150. And my body fat uh became 20%. Now that I have push pull program. Ay, no, upper lower. But I'm still healthy. It will show the result of my 1 year progress since day one. It shows that I have aged by 1 year because 1 year has already passed, and my weight has changed, but not my height. Also, my body fat changed and my programs and my diet type. And it is prompted by a message, goodbye message. That was a great journey. See you again next year. And that's pretty much our program is all about. Now, Jake will explain how we implemented encapsulation and inheritance. Will you please explain about our inheritance?
So for instance, let's go to our class day one. So our class day one is the parent class where we have all of these variables, private variables, and of course the constructor here. This is where we show status, and now here we have two subclass, our children class, which is 6 months and 1 year. They both extend to day one, the parent, and here we just inherit all of the variables from the day one class or the parent class, and here this is where we override the value of the variable from day one. So we override the value of weight, body fat, program type, diet type. And here is where we print the status of 6 month progress. Same here in 1 year subclass or the children class. We just get we just inherit the variables from day one, and we just override again the values of the variable, the weight, body fat, program type, and diet type. And we just did it again. We just get the status or the 1 year progress here. And we go here at the main. You can see here, after 6 months. This is where we get the value to override the previous value of the variables. So yeah, here await, body part, here is program type, here is diet type, which is print the status for 6 months. Same here in 1 year. Here we will print the 1 year status. So can you explain the other one?
And now for our encapsulation. In our encapsulations, obviously we in the day one class or in our parent class, all of our variables that we have declared is has the restriction private, which in most of restrictions, if your variable has a private restriction in it, it means that it has the most restrictions and can be only accessed in its own class or same class and or package. For that, for our encapsulation, the for us to be able to access the private variables, we use setters and getters. In here, shown in our setters, we have a lot of getters and setters, and in our constructors also, we we put our values in which it is connected to the our constructor has a parameter in which it is connected in the main class, which in the object also corresponds to that on how many arguments are aligned with our parameters in our day one class. uh, yeah, that. And yeah, that's why we were able to access the user input and also be able to read and rewrite the data inputted by the user by the because of the setters and getters, and also along with the help of validations. And that's pretty much about it for our encapsulation and inheritance implementation in our program. And now, for the last part, an insight about our program, like challenges. The challenges that we have faced, Mr. Matundan, ano ba ang ating kinaharap sa habang nagko-code?
Uh, the challenge that we have faced on our program while doing our program is that we decided to split the work where Mr. Alfonze Mangundayao made the first part and I made the latter part or the after part of his. Uh, our problem is when we combined our work, uh, we have different names on our variables. So that took time to align our variables. So what are you thinking?
Yeah, I concur to that because that's the point where we spent a lot of time figuring out why our code or program is not working, but it's just because of the fact that we have the different variable names for our own programs because as Mr. Matundan said, we made our parts separately. And then only then after that we tried to combine it, and yeah, it we were able to fix the problem naman. And for I think for my own opinion or recommendation regarding our program, I think that it is better for us to apply a method in which after the user is done with the program, after the 1 year section or the displaying of 1 year progress, the program will prompt the user to if the user wants to try again or not. If yes, if no, then the program will terminate. And if yes, the console will clear out, and it is the new printed line. Basically, it will just repeat from the start. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. And I hope you enjoyed our presentation. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.